Hello guys, welcome once again to the Djourneytv. I hope you enjoyed the last episode. Going on to the gist of the day, I tell you this gist is the gist that is trending right now and it has not been dropped anywhere. This is the gist of Empress and her new boyfriend, that of Timaya, Apostle Suleman, Uche Obodo. I tell you this gist is loaded. You don't want to miss out this gist, so sit back, buy your popcorn, hold your Pepsi and enjoy. So going on to the gist of the day, let's start about the story of Empress coming online, and she was sharing her pains that the man she loved did a lot to her, and that how the whole gist started was her man posted a video on the internet saying what is coming for you don't even know. So Empress came on the social media to post a video to tell us a story, and she said that when she lost her friend Ada Ume, that she was broken and a lot was happening to her. That was when she met this man, and the man told her he was just coming from America, and he wanted to love her. He was going to be there for her. She needed a shoulder to lean on at that point, so she accepted this man. They started dating. She never knew that he wanted something else. He was after her wealth and her life. Like, when she posted this video, she was shedding tears, she was broken, she was acting all. They are actress, so when they drop all these videos, sometimes I don't get emotional because I know when they act, this is the same way they act. But according to her, she said the man gathered her pictures, nude pictures, and so many other videos of her. But that wasn't the whole gist. She just dropped the part that would favor her on the internet, and so many people were already jumping into conclusion, saying that the man stole her Instagram account and has been the one posting. She doesn't have access, that she was down, and while she was down, her family were asking her like, what is wrong with you, what is wrong? But she couldn't say anything to the world. She couldn't say anything to her family. So I asked myself this question: you have a phone, you can record, and why don't you just send a VN to your family and tell them this man is after your life? Maybe he has your nude pictures, he's using it to blackmail you. Because she said a lot. She said this man would lock her, beat her up, and she would never go out. Anytime she's going out, the man would follow her. Just imagine, you can stay in a relationship this dangerous for that long. So I was sitting and still waiting, and let me see how all this will play out. But the one and only gistlover has opened the air on all that has happened and all that is happening. So sit back, let me give you the real gist. So this is how Empress got into the whole katakata. This episode has like 6 parts, so you need to sit back, you need to calm down, relax, and enjoy this video. So it happened that while Empress was still very, very hot in the industry, that was the same time Timaya was hot. I'm giving you the origin of this gist so you can really understand the gist. Empress was hot, Timaya was hot, and Timaya being a bad boy at that time, and Empress, let's say a bad girl at that time, they met each other, but they fell in love. You know when a guy is falling in love now? So Timaya decided to spoil his girlfriend, bought her a car, and as a big boy, you know, remember that year when they were still singing, I said, they don't kill them, mama. Timaya was very hot, there was so much money, and he fell in love, and he decided to spoil his woman, not knowing that he was actually dating a Yahoo girl. Empress was hot in the industry at that point, but Timaya wasn't big enough to foot all the bills. Imagine you want to spend, like, let's say 2 million naira in a month. You don't expect a man you're dating to give you 2 million naira every month just for your lavish lifestyle. She wanted to impress others, she wanted to show off. So she decided to date 2 other men, which brings our pastor into the motion, which is Apostle Suleman and Jehovah. Empress was dating 3 men at this time. She was dating Timaya, dating Apostle Suleman, and dating Jehovah Shah. Wow, just one lady, and she, you know, she would have to So let's continue the gist. While she was dating this man, she brought in her friend Uche Obodo. Uche Obodo at that point started dating a boy to Timaya. Then it used to be like a godfather thing. I am Timaya, then I would have boys all over me. So Uche Obodo fell in love with one of Timaya's boys. And you know now, when girls they fall in love, they open up. So along the line, Empress got pregnant. When Empress got pregnant for Timaya, she told Timaya and the rest. They were even living together at this point. But Uche Obodo, seeing all that was happening, and she was in love, and she had love also for Timaya, told Timaya's boy that, okay, Empress is not just dating Timaya, she's also dating two other pastors, and this is how they meet. You know, boys are always loyal to their organa. Then they went to take the gist to Timaya and told Timaya that, Baba, this is what is happening. No, your baby mama or your wife to be is also dating two other men, and this is how Timaya blew off. You should know Timaya is a no-nonsense person. He got angry and wanted to collect the car in which he bought for Empress, and he also denied the child, saying, how is he sure that the baby is his, because you're having an affair with two different men apart from me? So how am I sure the baby is mine? It's normal for a man to react like that, especially when they find out you're cheating. It is, I believe the ladies are more on the forgiving side. When they catch their man cheating, they easily forgive, they easily let go. But men, they will never let go. So Timaya got angry and wanted to collect his car from Empress. She didn't agree. She said that was her own settlement for the whole saga in the relationship, all the time they spent and all. But Timaya was not buying that at that point. So he got angry, he took his boys to one of the churches in which Empress was attending service on that Sunday and created a scene, embarrassed her, and the ushers called the police. At the end of it all, Timaya got his car back, and that was how he left Empress. So after Timaya left her, the pastors that were funding her bill at that point, Apostle Suleman and Jehovah Sharp, they already had enough of her, because they have collected what they wanted. Because this man of God would sit down and look at ladies with a bright future, with glorious destinies, and they will offer you money, offer you cars. If you're greedy and you fall for it, believe me, after using you, they take all this glory and you are left with nothing spiritually. So after they were done with her, they also left her after Timaya left her. So she left and went to Abuja. Abuja, she was also looking for another target, and that is how she fell into the hands of the so-called Abuja big boys. These boys will drive expensive car, expensive wristwatch, expensive perfume. They talk big, they look very rich. This guy took her around Abuja and showed her so many properties, saying he owns all of them. But inside, this guy, he doesn't even have a room and parlor anywhere. So she fell for that, and because of her greed, she thought after they start dating, she will start posting these houses and to pepper them gang. Now you know how they do it in Nollywood. So these so-called Abuja big boys, they only target celebrities and married women. So if you're a married woman, you're having a broken home, and you eventually fall into their hands, into their trap, all they do is gather evidence and they start threatening you, collecting money, and that is how they fund their bills. And that is the lifestyle they live. So this is how Empress met her second boyfriend. We're not talking about the one that posted a video on internet and told her she's not ready for what is coming. This is the second boyfriend. We're giving you a breakdown of how all this happened until the last section, where we'll talk about her and this her current boyfriend. So this is where greed came into play. Empress actually had a house that was bought for her by one Alaji. That was where she was staying. at that moment. But because of greed, when she saw the Abuja big boy that was pretending to be a politician, she wanted more. And that means she has always been double dating, because I wonder why she would have an allergy that bought her a house, a married allergy, and also she wanted an Abuja big boy. So at this point, greed came in, and she was in the house that was bought for her by the allergy and also dating this Abuja big boy. The Abuja big boy collected a lot of money from her, while she was thinking she was going to collect this money back once he gets his life sorted. But that wasn't the case, because he was just playing her. Empress and Ada Ume, they were actually having an affair, but they were on social media. They would come out as friends and say, my friend, and just post each other. But they were actually partners at that point, which means Empress, they do man, they do woman. Nollywood, man, that industry is something else. The whole gist in this industry is very, very tiring. Like when you hear them, you get tired. Like you can't even love one person and the person would impress you from beginning to the end. Once the gist come out like this, I tell you, everywhere they always scatter. So after Empress found out that the so-called Abuja big boy was just there for the money she had, she broke up with the guy. But the guy was blackmailing her, because the guy had her pictures and also her sex videos and so many evidence against her. The guy was blackmailing her and she was still paying. So at this point, when her friend Ada Ume lost her life, Empress was actually broken, because they were the one running things together. Even Empress was the one that took Ada to Apostle Suleman, and the family of Ada wasn't really happy with Empress. So she was lonely, she was broken, no one was giving her that attention. The family you thought was yours, they left at that point. So this was when she met our current man, the one that is trending on the internet, which is known as Wade. Joshua Day pretended to be someone that just landed from America. Told her he had friends, but no family around. He had no family around, and he was already asking Empress out, and she needed a shoulder. So that was how Josh came into her life. While Josh came into her life, they got along. He was always giving her money and telling her, oh, I am looking for a property to buy. Once I buy my property, you would have to leave your house and move into my house. They were already planning marriage, low-key, all those low-key formats. And Empress fell for it. While Empress fell for it, Josh was always home, and he noticed something, that sometimes some phone calls would come in and Empress would run to the corner to pick up. And Josh was always funding her, giving her money. So she wasn't even doubting Josh at that point. But you know, men, they always want to find out what is happening. So that was how he hacked her WhatsApp and saw the message between Empress and the former Abuja big boy. So you know the difference right now. George is the American one, then the Abuja politician is the Abuja big boy, the one she first met. So that is how George, being an American big boy, an American investigator, gathered his gang. After hacking Empress WhatsApp, he was sending message to the scam, the blackmailer, gave him a location for them to meet, and the blackmailer, thinking he was chatting with Empress, went to meet George and his gang. And when they met, George beat him up, collected his phone, and that is how he saw the whole evidence. Like, he saw everything, the pictures and everything he has been using to blackmail Empress. Wow. Just an advice to ladies: even when you're dating, you should know the kind of man you're dating. When you want to share sensitive videos and the rest, you need to be careful. You need to know who you're dating. But some ladies will just, oh, I have said yes, so he owns my body. And be careful, be careful. So let me round up the gist. So the final part of the gist goes like this: is after he found out that she has been using the money he was giving her to pay a blackmailer, Josh got very angry and started beating Empress up. After beating Empress up, he showed her the message of her and another guy, which means Empress was planning to leave the country with another man. Just imagine, you dated an allergy that bought you a house, you're dating Josh, and you're still talking to another guy that you want to leave the country with. So these people, all of them were just players trying to play themselves. The funny part of it is Josh borrowed the money he used to buy an engagement ring. There was a part in which Empress was talking about the guy bought her a diamond ring, forced her to post it on IG. So that ring, the guy borrowed money to buy this diamond ring for Empress. Imagine, borrowed money he was spending on her with a signed document that Empress was going to pay back. So Empress was also playing a smartphone that she would go to America and leave the guy here in Nigeria, and the guy would pay all the bills. The guy was looking for a way to take Empress house. Imagine. So when all this happened, the guy had nothing to lose at this point. He had to go all out because he had videos of her, and also he has seized her international passport, and he has warned Empress to pay these loans in which she collected, or film will happen this Christmas. I tell you, we do not know the kind of film he is planning to drop for us, but this story is really dirty. So this thing you ladies need to understand. It is not every guy you meet on the road that is a very nice person. They act nice, but so many are very wicked. And I do not know why you have to fake the life in this very short time you have on earth. If you have 2 million naira, I tell you, you're living a very good life. You can afford what you want to eat, and just live that life. Live the life for yourself. Who are you trying to impress? Instagram would remain when you are gone. Twitter remain when you are gone. So why the whole fake life? We do not know what the film is going to be like this Christmas, but do not forget, we would always give you the latest gist. This is the latest gist trending. Tell me what you feel about gist. Leave a comment on the comment section. Like this video if you have not liked, and also share with a friend. Do not forget, you can now reach us on Twitter at Djourneytv. Thank you guys for watching, and bye for now.